Hi, welcome back. In this video, I'd like to focus on emotional stress. And what exactly is emotional stress? How does it show up for us in life? And what is a tool that can support us in our resilience in managing emotional stress? So let's look at the word emotion. And we can break it down so that E is energy and motion. So it's energy in motion. And we might feel so many different feelings, and some of them may be hard to describe. We may feel upliftment, happiness, or sadness, or anger. And so there are different things that can make us feel different emotions, as we all know. And some of them may be our friends, or people that surround us that might make us feel a certain way. And some may be very positive, and some may be more negative. But for example, let's say, you're having a great day, you've got an idea, a great idea for like a project that you're working on for one of your classes, and you share it with a friend and they're like, yeah, right, like that's so stupid. There's no way you can do that. And you might feel the sense of disappointment, and like insecurity that you didn't feel before because this person said this negative word, these words to you. And how do we work with that? How do we work with that? We can't change or control other people, but we can control with awareness, for the most part, and manage with practice how we feel and our emotions. And so the first thing, let's say someone does say this to us, like, there's no way you had the skills to do X, Y, and Z, or to get that job. So first, pause. After you've left that person, it can be helpful, and recognize the emotion. If you're able to even label it, And so let's just take a moment right now to pause and imagine in your mind someone says to you, you can't do this. There's no way you can get this job. And just imagine for a moment and notice in your body, how do you feel? Recognize the emotion. It might be disappointment. If it's that, label that in your mind, disappointment. Disappointment, it might be in your belly or your chest. The next step would be to allow the emotion to be there. And if it's too strong, if it's too much, you might just focus in on your breath. And with kindness and curiosity, investigate. Where does this emotion sit in your body? Again, are your hands tight? Relax your hands. Is there like a buzzing in your belly? Just with kindness, see where it is, where it lands in your body. And the last step is to nourish. So you put your hand on your heart, and in your mind, say to yourself, I've got this. You can say in your mind to yourself, I remember my goodness. I remember my gifts. And you can even list them in your mind right now. Like your gift of curiosity, of listening, of open-mindedness. You can say to yourself, I'm here for you. And take a slow breath in. And breathe out. Place your hand back down on your lap. And open your eyes if they're closed. And notice how you feel. This particular method is called the RAIN technique when working with difficult emotions. And RAIN, the R in RAIN stands for recognize. A is to allow. I is to investigate with curiosity and kindness. And N is to nourish. And it's not necessarily a magic wand. We might say, oh, I feel a little bit better after moving through these steps. And then maybe the emotion comes back again. And if you notice that, you can move through the same process again. But explore this technique this week, and also explore some questions for yourself to consider. Who are people in your life that you feel empowered by, that are positive, and that support your best interests? They see the best in you. Write down these people, and then write down, what is it about them? How do they make you feel? And second, write out all of your gifts and talents. Each and every one of you are unique. And there will never be another you ever. What are your gifts and talents that you offer to others? And lastly, is there someone, or maybe there's a few people, that maybe you feel you don't want to spend as much time with? You don't have to write that down maybe, but just consider that in your mind. So, our environment is greater than our will. And what does that mean? So when we're surrounded by people who lift us up, who see the best in us, it's easier to move forward and to focus on those gifts within ourselves. So I hope this landed with you, and thank you so much for your practice. Take care.